Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Parker Thundering Herd head football coach Frank Warren. Powered by CM Gridiron. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome in, Coach.
I'm glad to be here.
Good. So you had a win in the second round of the playoffs against Mountain Brook, beating them 28-7. Tell us about the night.
Oh, man, it was a playoff night. It was one of those typical slug fests. We actually scored in 3 plays beginning of the game, and they came down and answered probably about 11-play drive. After that, we kind of settled in. They did some things different that they usually don't do on film, which we kind of expected as a playoff. You know, change some things up, playing a team the second time.
Sure.
But we kind of answered the bell, man. Just want to get a shout out to my offensive line. They played well all night, and they did some things, you know, that Mountain Brook has like a funky defense that they do to try to get you off guard. Now, you know, they did it. They were prepared for it, and they did the game plan well.
Okay, good deal. Who on offense? Who besides the line played well for you?
Terrence Gaines. He had a big game for us. He was patient, running back. He had 184 yards on 14 carries. He did some things as a veteran leader. Kept us calm and made. He always had positive yards as a running back. That's big. So he had a great game for us.
Good deal. So on the defense, you only gave up 7 points. Who stood out on that side of the ball?
I'll say, kid. You know, Caleb Smith did a great job for us. Him and Timothy Merritt on the back end. They kind of played with some energy from the front to the back. Also, you know, Talton Thomas in the middle. So we had a couple of guys as a collective group. We played well, but those 3 kind of stood out for me on the defense end.
Wonderful. You're moving on to the quarterfinals. Any injuries in between?
No, sir. That's a blessing that we got.
Awesome.
We had a guy, you know, kind of got dinged up, but he's going to be fine for this Friday.
Right.
And we expect that in the playoffs, that you're not going to be, you know, all the way 100%. But, you know, it's more mental now than physical. I tell my coach during practice, just getting our guys. I tell them, I say, I know we're a physical team, so we ain't got to prove that no more to anybody. So, but it's more mental, getting them ready for the game Friday, so we'll be 100%.
Yeah, and these games get a little tougher each week, don't they?
It does. So it's you turn on the film, it ain't no weeks. You be like, I got to, you know.
Yeah.
It's one you got to get back at it.
You're not seeing many weaknesses there, are you?
There you go.
All right. Well, we'll talk about the next game right after this message.
PrepsNet Coach Speak is powered by CM Gridiron. CM Gridiron is your home of fan-focused Alabama high school football. From our weekly interactive Team of the Week and Offensive and Defensive Fan-Selected Player of the Week polls to the Alabama High School Stadium Tour, player profiles, Coach of the Week features, and live in-game scoreboards, CM Gridiron is the largest fan-driven digital platform in the state of Alabama. Your team, your voice, your vote, your game. CM Gridiron.
And we're back. So, Coach, the matchup for the quarterfinal is against Muscle Shoals. They beat the defending state champions of last year, 31-21. That was Clay Chalkville. What do you expect to see from the Trojans?
Pop off, man. They do what they do well. It's a team that is, you know, seeing the weakness.
Right.
You can tell they had that mentality, next man up. They played the system well, and they're coached well. They're going to give you what they get. They might do some things different early in the game, but at the end of the day, they're going to get in those tight end sets. They're going to get in that tight end fullback, running back, and try to run down your throat. And off defense, they play sound. They'll do anything exotic, but they play real sound, good football. So we have to play well this game and do everything correctly. We can't make mistakes against a team like this because last week they capitalized on a lot of mistakes that the opponent made, and as a good team, that's what good teams supposed to do, capitalize on the mistakes teams make. But it's a team that pop off, and you're not here in the third round by mistake.
That's right.
I don't think that. So we got to come play Parker football.
I got you.
Yeah, so maybe win this game.
So, Coach, Scott Basden has been there forever. This is his 17th year. What do you expect to see from him.
Uh,
What's his style?
Detail, smash my football. They actually put me out 2 years ago.
Oh,
in
wow.
the second round.
So you're very familiar with him.
Yeah. It came down here. Actually came down here like 2 years ago. The guys that are juniors and seniors was on that team. There was sophomores and freshmen. So, they understand, it's a little good back here, but he does a great job with Muscle Shoals. They always in the mix, always at the end. You're always going to see Muscle Shoals. So my hats off to him for doing that for 17 years. It's kind of like he's doing a real great job up there. So it's going to be smash my football.
It's going to be a big game and an important one for both of you, I'm sure. But I know you, and you're going to have your team ready, aren't you?
Yes, sir. We're gonna have a good week of practice. We had a good one yesterday. We're gonna finish it off. Cause tell them it's really like I've been telling y'all all year, it's us versus us. We take care of business, do our jobs, man. We'll be fine.
Well, good deal. Well, that's our show, Coach. We appreciate your time. We certainly appreciate you. Well, join us again next week. You'll hear what happens at this time next week. Join us again for another Parker version of Coach Speak.